Well, hello there. So today I want to talk to you about stacking a unique combination of pedals, a fuzz and an overdrive. Now, some may have already done this, so to you guys, I'm apologizing ahead of time because I'm probably telling you something you already know. But for the others who may not have ever tried this, this is a really fun trick to take your fuzz pedal and maybe an overdrive that you already have, combine them together and get a totally different sound that still sounds really cool. It's a fun trick. I'm using a germanium fuzz face and I'm using the Paisley drive. The Paisley drive being a little bit more mid-humpy, has more mid-range, it actually helps things kind of cut through a mix. And I actually want to demonstrate that for you to show you what I mean. So I'll play through this, I basically made up this little song type of thing. I'm going to play with just the fuzz face on for the first part all the way through. Then I'll play through it again with the fuzz face and the Paisley drive, and you'll see how it helps everything kind of cut through better, like cut through the mix. So you're not competing with the bass and the drums and the cymbals and all that stuff. Some may know, some may not know. Guitar is primarily a mid-range instrument. So with a fuzz face, something that has a bit of bottom end and a lot of sizzle, it kind of will sound like the mids sort of get lost a little bit, especially when you have context of a band. So I like to kind of boost that mid-range with different ways with an EQ pedal or an overdrive pedal or whatever, just to kind of help it cut through. And I think you'll also notice that sometimes in situations like this, even though it may not sound completely awesome to you whenever you're sitting next to your amp in your bedroom playing, sometimes that sound is exactly what you want for a certain type of song, or like I said, just to fit in a mix. Enough of me talking, and let me play through this real quick. Alright, so with just the fuzz face by itself, actually let me give you a clean tone first, playing through the bravado. That's not it. So with the fuzz face on, I have the fuzz control cranked quite a bit. Which is a really cool sound. I love that sound. Like I was saying before though, sometimes when you have the bass guitar and the bass drums and the cymbals that are sizzling up high and all that stuff in a band situation, sometimes that kind of disappears in the mix. That can be frustrating. And guitar players, we always tend to turn up. Then that kind of makes everybody else have to turn up in the band, and it just creates a mess. So let's change the frequencies a little bit. We'll add the Paisley drive to it, gain down, tone control up. I have the presence on. I have the shape, so it's mid-humpy, and level just set to unity. And we get this. Now, as I was saying, by itself, I mean, we're losing some bottom end, we're adding some mid-range. Sometimes that sort of combination, or a combination in general, it's not going to sound like this huge, amazing tone by itself. Sometimes, in some situations, with some pedals that are stacked. In a band sort of situation, sometimes two pedals that may not sound completely like the ultimate best tone ever at home by itself without a band. Sometimes in the band situation, it's exactly what you needed. It's exactly what sounds right. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Take two different pedals you would never think about combining together, combine them together to get a whole different tone. So with these two pedals here, we have our main fuzz tone. We can add the paisley drive to it to create that cutting tone, maybe for a lead part. And we can actually turn the gain up some as well, and it will totally flub out like crazy, which is sort of a cool sound. So yeah, fun things to do. Anyways, hope this video helped you. I really hope it maybe gave you some ideas. So take two pedals you have already at home, put those together in either order, and see what you think. It's a fun thing to do. Actually, before I go, let's do one more thing. I talked about changing the order. Let's change the order real quick and just let's see how different it is. We already know from past videos it's going to be radically different, but we'll try it anyways. All right, so the order is reversed now. Now I'm going paisley drive into fuzz face. I'll start with the paisley drive off, then I'll turn it on, and you can kind of see the difference. I got the gain up quite a bit. Let me turn that gain back down a little bit. All right, you'll notice it's a little noisier in this situation too. With the paisley drive off. So there you go. It's fun times with pedals. So hope you like this video. Hope it, like I said before I started to end the video a minute ago, hope it gave you some ideas to try some stuff that you may have laying around at home to get some fun tones and maybe write something awesome and create a cool song and go on to make $1 million and live happily ever after. So anyways, hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. Easy for me to say. Like it if you do like it. If you thumbs it down, that's kind of a passive-aggressive thing, but whatever. And we'll see you in a couple days. Later.